All right. So we're talking about slope of a line today, and your learning target is I can find the slope of a line given a graph. So a couple definitions really quickly. It says that if the rate of change, okay, remember we talked about rate of change last time. That was where we calculated how much the graph was going up at certain times or certain intervals. But if the rate of change is constant, okay, that means it's going up the same amount every single interval. Every single interval is going up by the same amount. If it is constant and it forms a straight line, then we can find the slope of a line because that line is going to be straight. It'll be a linear line. So your key concept is in order to find the slope of a line on a graph, we can use the rise over run, where the rise is the difference in y values of the 2 points on a line. Okay, so that's the rise is how much is it going up or how much is it going down. And the run is the difference in x values of 2 points on the line. So how much is it moving from left to right? Okay, then the slope then is the ratio of rise to run. Okay, so your slope right here is equal to the ratio rise, that's your first blank, over run, that's the bottom blank right up here. Rise over run. Alright, so it's asking us to find the slope of each line, and actually given a graph, this is fairly easy to do. Okay, to find the slope of the line, we use that equation of rise over run. And if we're looking at this graph that we've been given here, we see that there is two locations, two dots that we are given. One was right there, one is the other one right here. And how to calculate the slope is to first figure out what is its rise, how much are we going up or down, and what is its run, how much are we moving from left to right, okay? Sometimes when we talk about slope, we use m, the variable m, to kind of identify slope. So m is equal to the rise over the run. So let's first figure out how much are we rising. It looks like we're actually just falling, right? We're falling 3 points, 1, 2, and 3. We're going down 3, and then we're running, going this direction. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're going 6 over. So our rise over our run, that ratio is -3 over 6, which we could reduce that fraction, right? We could reduce that to a -1 over 2. So the slope of this first graph that we're given here is a -1 over 2. And actually what that's meaning, since we could reduce it, you can see if we drop 1, go 2, we can see at every one of those, it hits evenly at one of those points on the graph, okay? So now the second one is a little different though. It's a little different. We see that we are not running at all. We are rising. We're going up 3, right? Or you could say that we're going down 3. It doesn't matter. We're going up 3, but we are not moving across. We're not running at all. So our slope is m equals 3 over 0. Okay? But this is what I want you guys to understand, is that when you get a slope of 3 over 0, 0 in any way, we cannot divide by 0. We never can. And so if you have a vertical line like that, that's called it's called undefined. It's undefined. So if you have a vertical line that goes straight up, that is an undefined slope. We can't find that slope. It's undefined, okay? So anytime there's a vertical line, just put undefined. Now a horizontal line like this one, we see it is not going up at all, but it is running from this dot to this dot. It's going to run 3. Okay, so our slope would be, again, rise, which is 0, divided by our run, which is 3. Now this time we do have that 0 still, but we could do 0 divided by 3, and we know 0 divided by 3 is just 0. And so what this is called our 0 slope. It doesn't go up or down at all. It is a complete horizontal line. Okay, so we've got -1/2 as the slope here. Undefined slope is the vertical one, and a 0 slope is the horizontal one. All right, example 2 wants us to tell whether the slope of each line is positive. If it's a positive slope, that means if you think about this like as you're going snowboarding or skiing, a positive slope would be going up the hill, okay? We're going up, so you're traveling up. A negative slope would be one that is going down. Zero slope is it's completely flat, and undefined is one of those vertical lines, and we cannot tell what the slope actually is because it's just vertical. So right here, if we look at this first graph, we're just supposed to tell if it's positive, negative, zero, or undefined, and we can see from left to right it is going up. It is going up. So that means this is a positive slope. Positive slope. Whereas this second graph right here, we can see from left to right, we're going downhill. It's going downhill, and so we consider that to be a negative slope. It's going down. As x is going to the right, y is going down. Okay. This third graph, we're moving it down a little bit, is that vertical line right there. And vertical lines, we don't know the slope of. It's undefined. Okay. Undefined slope. And then finally, the horizontal line where you're not moving, you're not going up or down, we call that the zero slope. Zero slope. Okay, that's kind of how what we're doing for today's lesson.